Hello, my beautiful feline friends. And today we're going to be finding out what is most seductive about you. So take a look at the 4 cards below, and when you've found one that draws you in, you can find the timestamps in the description. And I will meet you at your reading, and let's find out what makes you most seductive. You're utterly amazing, but there's much more to come. What's most seductive about group number 1? Hello and welcome to all of those who chose group number 1. So if you were drawn to the card woman, you're here in the right place. And before I started recording this, I had the card set up and I was about to press play, and I went in to check on my daughter. She has her friend over, and they were playing that song Woman by Doja Cat. So I thought that was very suitable because I was about to do the woman group. So that's your channeled song, Woman, and this can embody all of your vibes, all in one, all in a nice little package. You're a gift that people just want to unwrap. So you have that divine feminine energy, and even if you're a masculine watching this, you're a masculine who's in touch and in tune with their womanly and divinely feminine energy, which means that when it comes to women, if that's what you're into, you have that Midas touch. You know the way they say a woman's touch? Well, a man who is in touch with his divine feminine, not only does he understand the woman's touch, appreciate the woman's touch for the gift that it is, but he has the Midas touch because he's just got it, because he knows the secret. And when women are divinely appreciated, that's when they bloom into their divine feminine too. So even if you don't fully feel in your divine feminine, this is you blooming into it. Because we do have number 5 here, like a flower in spring. And what do flowers do in the spring? They bloom. And I did actually have to cover her flower with a flower because I don't want YouTube to take this video down. But people really admire your body. And like I said, regardless of your gender, your body is like a siren. It just makes people stop and stare and jaws open. Oh, wow. You bring body. It's giving body group 1. That's what you're giving. And you're also giving divine, intuitive, spiritual, feminine. Yeah, I'm getting a very spiritual vibe from you. Like you just know the secret of the universe. And maybe other people are trying to find out your secrets or what you know, but it's just how you are. Because you know to just let be, and what's meant to you will come. So if you felt forced in the past, or like you forced things, you're now coming into that divine realization that divine timing rushes for nobody. And you know sometimes you just need to sit back, put your feet up and relax. Let the flowers bloom. You're like a flower in spring and your intuition is blooming. Your body is at its peak. Yeah. I feel like if your body was a garden, you would have to put fences up on your walls because people just want to come and take. Yeah, this could be a problem you've dealt with. Takers, people who just want to steal your divine energy, steal your glow. Yeah. And you're glowing up like a flower in the spring, and people are noticing, and maybe they're drooling a little bit as well. Because with the eagle spirit, you know spirit has your back. You're divinely connected with spirit. Spirit walks with you, flies with you. And the eagle flies very high. Someone could be 23. And the eagle can see things from a different perspective. So you can see things from a different perspective. And that's something that's divinely beautiful about you, because it's not fake. You can't fake your authenticity. You just see things in a different way. And people want to see what you see. People want to have what you have, but they can't even define what it is. You're undefinable, yet so recognizable. So with the lightness of being here, someone could be a Libra, someone could be a Taurus, and these are both divine feminine energy. Yeah, someone could also love florals and butterflies. I feel like florals and bright, vibrant colors really bring out that beauty. Anything that makes you think of springtime, summertime, new beginnings, new hope. This is you having a renewal, a rebirth, and restoring faith in yourself. And it shows, it really shows. You're glowing up, and that shows, and everybody's noticing. 18 could be significant. So with the lightness of being, it's you not carrying things, the weight of the world. You're deciding to let go and go with the flow, see what comes to you. And this is you in your attraction mode. And that's what the divine feminine is. Divine attraction. You don't have to do anything but sit there and look pretty and know that your manifestations are going where they need to go, and it will come back in divine timing. And this is you relaxing. And any tension you've been carrying, yeah, you're just dropping it. And you feel free because this woman is holding her shoulder. So if you have felt the tension, if you felt it all building up, maybe you need a massage. But this is you dropping that weight and just feeling that lightness of being, going with the flow and not forcing anything. So with craft or creativity here, I feel like you are a very creative group. And this could be what you do for a living, or it could be what you do on the side. It could be a hobby, it could be a side hustle. But regardless, you have a very creative mind. You're very vibrant. You could be buzzing with ideas, but maybe sometimes getting the energy, getting the motivation. Maybe sometimes you could overextend yourself. And once everything's done that needs to be done, it's about finding the time to create, finding the time to craft. And if you've been feeling a lot of the tension, it could be because you weren't finding that time for yourself. So this is you blooming into a better, more beautiful version of you and a more creative version of you, because you're finding the time for yourself to nurture your gifts, to master your craft, to express yourself. Yeah, maybe that tension in the shoulders, it could come with repression. But when you're divinely expressing yourself and being that beautiful creator, that beautiful manifestor that you are, that's when you're at peace with the world, at peace with yourself. So gradually you are finding peace with yourself. You're loving yourself as you are naturally, instead of fighting against yourself or forcing things that don't serve you. You know you're here to serve you, and you're figuring out the best ways that you can serve your soul, your creativity, your heart. With the Hierophant, for some of you, it could be a big goal of yours to get married, to have a family one day. That's stability and security. And right now, for some of you, you could be single, you could be alone on the path, and this is the change, transition you want to make. Maybe you feel like you will elevate in your energy once you attract what you really want, which could be marriage, it could be a family. And for others of you, if you already have a family and a marriage, there could be changes that need to be made within the family unit, within the marriage. We do see a priest here, and there's lots of bananas. Someone could love bananas, but the priest looks a little bit shocked. So yeah, maybe there could be like shocking family revelations, or maybe people are shocked that you're not married. Yeah, people could have asked you before, if you're single, how are you single? How hasn't someone married you by now or snapped you up? But it could have been an insecurity in the past. But with this blooming energy, you are embracing what you have right now in order to attract what you want in the future. And even if they're the polar opposites, this is you moving through these transitions and embracing every phase that comes. So you still have plenty of phases to go. You're growing, your growth, your glow up. It's not finished yet, not by a long shot. So with 23 forgiveness here, Gemini, Pisces could be significant. I feel like when it comes to love, when it comes to anyone that you love, anyone you care about, you are the forgiving type. You won't hold a grudge for eternity till the end of time. You're not going to write a diss rap or a tell-all book exposing someone's secrets who has hurt you. You're too dignified for that. And that's what people would consider respectful in people, that dignity, that even when you're wronged or burned, you find a way to take that energy, use it to nurture yourself instead of wasting that energy and, going tit for tat. You're not as bad as other people in the sense that you're very aware that energy is an exchange, it's a currency, and it has value and your own value. Hence why you're not going to waste that precious energy, because you have that golden touch, that Midas touch. So why the fuck would you touch shit? You're like, ugh, no. Keeping my magical powers to myself. Thank you very much. With awareness, Scorpio could be significant, 16. Someone could be 23. 23 could be significant. But with awareness, there could have been something that was just out of your awareness. You couldn't see it. It was just above your head. It could have been a spiritual awakening. It could have been a family matter. It could have been shocking news or something that kind of dropped on you like a ton of bricks. This could be drops of information psychically. You could be getting spiritual downloads. And these downloads, they're like a manual for you to be the best version of yourself. And people think you're very self-aware. People view you as a siren. So regardless of your gender, if you're a masculine, you're very dignified, you're very classy. And if you're a feminine, you're very natural. You're not trying to be like everyone else. You're not trying to be something or someone that you're not. And this self-awareness shows, because you're not trying to be anyone but yourself. And even if you didn't embrace yourself, your energy is becoming more and more confident, and people see you embracing yourself and it's inspiring them. This woman looks like she's embracing herself. Now that she's got that weight off her shoulder, she is free as a bird, baby. Some of you could like birds. So some of you could be born in winter. Some of you could love winter. To me, this is you're the hottest lover and the most loyal lover. But you are the coldest and the worst enemy to have. People know when it comes to you, it's either summer or winter. So they want to stay in the heat. They want to stay in your good books. And with rebirth, they're seeing this change in you. And even if you went through a dark time, a disconnected time, even if you were disassociating, you were in hermit mode in order to reconnect with yourself. And people see that you've done that work. It shows. Everything that you've done, it's showing. And now your stability, your harmony, your flow is flowing, and you are going after your dreams. You are going up in the world. Your energy is being upgraded and elevated. Maybe for a while you were stuck in your comfort zone. You could have been clinging to things, people, relationships that didn't serve you, habits even for some of you. But this is you seeing things from a new perspective, a higher perspective. You're becoming more self-aware, but your higher self is making you become more spiritually aware. And people just feel very sacred in your company. Yeah, there's a priest here. You're a great listener. And people love when you make them feel heard, because they feel like you understand things in a way that other people don't. And you see things in a different way. People love to hear your perspective on things because you're very aware. and you're very forgiving. So unless someone has committed a grievous sin or completely betrayed you, then you'll switch up and go all winter ice queen, ice king on their ass. But if it's forgivable, you will. You're a nurturer, you're a grower. In the winter, the trees go bare, but in the spring, the leaves come again, the flowers come in the summer, and everything reaches its climax. So even if you're going through a winter phase, or you have been, the leaves are growing back, the flowers are blooming, and you are looking blooming, beautiful, Group 1. Absolutely everyone is noticing. You could have a lot of people with an eagle eye on you right now because, as I said, people just can't stop looking at you and their jaws are opening. So you could have some creepers, or you could just be inspiring a lot of people and they just want to watch you because it's like a mythical creature. Once you see it, you know, you have to keep seeing it to believe it. And you are becoming the most beautiful, handsome, mythical, fantastic version of yourself. And people are loving watching you do that. Yeah, it's like voyeurism. So someone could be into that. But yeah, you're just saying to everyone, especially those who didn't believe in you, you don't believe in me? Just watch me. And you are doing it. And you're doing it beautifully, gracefully, and you're making it look easy. So thank you for being here with me today, Group Number 1. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below if these are your vibes. And please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the Feline family if you haven't already. Personal readings are available. Info is on my homepage. And if we're parting ways right here, right now, thank you for sharing your time and energy with me. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah. Flattery is most effective and compliments are too. What is most attractive about Group Number 2? So, Group 2. If you are drawn to the second card, muscular, you could love the gym, you could love exercise, or maybe that's your type, the muscly fit type. Or this could be a goal of yours. This could be what you want to bring to the table, or it could be what you want at your table, on your plate, if you know what I mean. So whatever your type, I feel like you're very dedicated because not everyone has that discipline in order to be able to mold and craft their bodies, treat their bodies as a project. So I feel like right now you're treating yourself as a project and you're figuring out exactly what's going to work best for you. And I feel like people have a tendency to admire you even when you're not looking. And maybe the things you don't notice in yourself or find attractive about yourself, that's what other people find very endearing. Yeah, I'm feeling like some of you maybe don't like your laugh, or maybe some of you, you know, kind of just are a little bit deflective or self-deprecating. And this is you realizing that you have to take yourself seriously in order for everyone else to do that too. You're worth it and you are worthy, and you're just kind of proving something to yourself just to show yourself that you can. You're determined, and people find that very attractive about you. You're tenacious. So if you have grips on something, you keep a firm hold, a firm grip on it. You're dependable. People know you won't let them down or drop them unnecessarily. Your word is your word, and that is a very attractive thing, because some people, they don't understand how sacred your word is, and you understand how sacred your word is. Also, how sacred your body is. Your body is a temple, so even if in the past you haven't treated it as such, or maybe others, lovers in the past, did not worship the temple that they were at, maybe they were actually blasphemous, and that could have affected your self-worth. And maybe if your head was down, this is you holding your head up high again and getting up on that high horse, because you are a soldier. You're a knight, you're strong. And even if you're a feminine, you're a very fiercely independent woman. Like the suffragettes, you stand up for what you believe in, you make a change, you make an impact. So anytime you enter a room group 2, you make an impact. People notice. You're not a wallflower. You weren't here to be a wallflower. I do feel like you may have regrets in the past. Maybe you made certain mistakes that you feel guilty about or that you hold against yourself. And this guy's face is in his hands, so something that made you want to hide away in shame or you didn't want to face. Yeah, instead of feeling emasculated, this is you elevating head up into your divine masculine. Yeah, you're like walk into the room, dick first, basically. And even if you're a feminine, this is the energy you're elevating into. You are not sorry for being you. You're not sorry for winning. You're not going to dilute yourself in order to make other people feel more comfortable. So your bravery, your strength and courage is building up. I'm thinking of the lion in The Wizard of Oz. Some of you could be Leos, but this is Leo energy that it's giving. And if in the past you were cowardly and you just wanted courage, that courage is coming. And you've had to climb many mountains, but it's not going to stop you. You're not looking down, you're looking up. So you're leaving the past behind you and going forward towards the future. And people see you upgrading, elevating. Maybe in the past they've seen you let your regrets, your mistakes, your past get the better of you, but you're not your past. And you're proving to yourself that you can do better and that you are better. Because with Scorpio energy here, 27, someone could be 27, that could be significant. The freedom to be yourself. I feel like maybe in the past you repressed yourself in fear of being watched or judged, or you fully weren't accepting yourself as you were. Maybe you were trying to change yourself to fit into the molds of society. But this is you realizing that I'm not a cookie cutter, so how can I fit into the molds of society? With the whale spirit, 65 could be significant. Trust in the great mystery. People see you as an enigma, a mystery, a secret yet to be discovered. And with the temptation of pleasure, 6 could be significant. We've got double Scorpio here, so they really do find you very mysterious, very intense, very unique. Which is why you having the freedom to be yourself, the confidence to be yourself, is going to be the best thing you could ever do for yourself. Because that's what you're here to do, is to be you, unapologetically and shamelessly. And you're not doing it in a shameless way, but you're not ashamed to express yourself, your vision, your thoughts, your voice, yourself. You are beautiful. And maybe the parts of yourself you rejected or you critiqued, this could be the most beautiful thing of all, because your flaws are what makes other people relate to you instead of just seeing you as a total enigma, too good to be true. When you let the guard down and be vulnerable, people really appreciate it, because it's not often you do it, but when you do, they feel honored to share that with you. So you're strong, but when your soft side comes out, it really means something. It's very important. You don't want to just show it to everyone. You don't want people to mistake your kindness for a weakness. But when you truly love someone, your family, your friends, your lovers, when you love hard. So maybe in the past you could have shied away from love. Maybe, once bitten, twice or 3 times shy. You do have mistakes. You do have regrets in the past, but who doesn't? You're not holding them against yourself anymore. You're dropping that weight that held you back. Guilt does you no good. You're moving forward. You have to forgive yourself if you haven't already. So with the High Priestess here, this is just confirming not only with the whale spirit, the great mystery, and the double Scorpio energy. The high priestess is telling me that you are so mysterious. You're so intuitive. For some of you, you could be a cat person because there's 2 cats here. There's also bats. You could be a creature of the night, a night person, a night owl per se. For some of you, you could be psychic. You could be into divination. You could be attracted to everything that's dark, weird, wonderful, spooky. You're not easily spooked. And people just can't seem to fully figure you out. In fact, they worry that you can see right through them. So I feel like that's one of your pet peeves, one of the things you don't like, when people lie to your face, when people don't keep their word, because to you, your word is sacred. And that's one of the most important things about you, because you can be trusted. And you're not a charlatan. The high priestess is the real deal, the real thing, baby. And many people try to copy or imitate. But as they say, imitation is the highest form of flattery. And you're the real thing, baby. So all they can do is imitate and take notes. But you can do it. You can summon things out of thin air. So sometimes when you're feeling down, unmotivated, you just need to summon up, invoke that energy from within you, because you have plenty of energy within you. You just need to learn how to harness it, how to channel it. And you could be in the process of doing this, harnessing your energy for your own highest good. So with attraction here, I feel like people see you as very attractive on the outside. Yeah, because muscular attraction, even if you're not muscular per se, people just feel like you have a great body. And for some of you, people love your feet. They want to worship the ground that you walk on. And so they should. So they should, group 2. Yeah, because your body is a temple. And there are people who want to worship at that temple. They want to worship your feet. They want to bathe you with their love. But in the past, maybe a lack of self-love for yourself has led you to accept the wrong kind of love. People who walked all over you instead of worshipped your feet. And this is you now having that self-confidence. You've done a lot of reflection, a lot of shadow work. And you know that when you have the self-confidence and you know what you deserve, you know your worth, you're not going to accept anything less. Know your worth and then add tax. That's what my mother used to always say to me. So I'm saying that to you. I'm passing on that divine wisdom. Always add tax, because I mean, everyone else does, okay? Even when you get chocolate, they add sugar tax, because if you want it, if you really want it, you're gonna have to pay that little bit extra. So people think you're a little bit extra and you have that extra zest. You've got that oomph, you've got that gumption about you. And yeah, they just want to know what your secret is. But a magician never reveals his tricks or his secrets, and neither does the high priestess. Okay? So with familiar spirit assistance, I feel like your spirit team is assisting you right now. They're helping you glow up. They're helping you on your journey to success. And if you're manifesting, or you're still figuring things out, or you still need to find that self-belief, that self-confidence, your spirit team is along for the ride. And they want to help you elevate, because she's on a broom, a flying broom. So you're cleaning up with that broom. You're cleaning up your life, your energy. And then you are soaring up to the moon and back. So with midwife birth here, this is telling me that you've been gifted since you were born. And midwives have a very healing energy. They deliver new life into this world. So your spirit team are helping to deliver a breath of fresh air, new life into you, into your soul. So if your passion has felt dampened, or you haven't felt that get up and go, your familiars are here to give you that wake-up call. Yeah, you could be a cat person, you could be a dog person. For some of you, you could be considering getting a little familiar, a little companion. And since a black cat came up twice, that could be a little sign. A black cat could suit you to a T because you give that black cat energy, group 2. You are the black cat energy. Even if you're a dog person, you know, the Labrador energy would be a lot more excitable, giving, earnest, which is beautiful. But sometimes they can get a little overexcited, and sometimes they can be a bit much. You're a bit extra, group 2, but you're not a bit much because you give that black cat energy, which means you don't give unnecessarily. If you reveal too much, you're left with nothing, and you're embodying that energy. And people are mystified by you and they want to find out more. I'm hearing the song Mystify by In Excess. And that's how people feel when they see you or spend time with you. You mystify them. They can't figure you out or fully understand you. But if it doesn't scare them off, it intrigues them. It draws them in even more. And they want to find out that mystery. They go all detective mode. And they want to know what you've got packing, is what I'm hearing. So some of you could like work in packing, distribution. And for others of you, you could work in the medical field. You could be a midwife. But to me, this is the birth of new ideas. And your self-confidence is being reborn. And we do have double Scorpio. So that's a confirmation that you are having a rebirth and a transformation. And it's looking absolutely fantastic on you. Because with attraction, hot, and Mars here, you are like a fire-breathing dragon. You are hot as fuck. You're hotter than hell, and people are very attracted to you. And some people can't handle the heat. Some people don't like when someone can see right through them, because some people don't have good souls and they don't want anyone to really see them for who they truly are. So those who aren't afraid, they're not afraid of you. But those who have their own secrets and they're afraid of that, well, they are afraid of you because they know you will see right through them. And anyone who's tried to trick you before or exploit your lack of self-confidence, they know you can see your worth now and their old tricks won't work. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You may have dealt with charlatans in the past, but you're the real thing. Ring. That's me making a word before I say the 2 words, but you're the real deal. So you're not dealing with any fakers because you are all about that authenticity. You could be getting a ring. Someone maybe wants to put a ring on it, group 2. If you like it, you should have put a ring on it. So do it. Maybe someone wants to worship your feet and give you a ring, and so they should. We have action, courage, Jupiter, and beginning. So you've got double courage also, and that fire is being reignited. That passion in your soul is burning up, and you're feeling a sweat. It's hotter than hell, and you can't wait to get going. You are getting that fire under your arse, and people are seeing that. People think that's hot, that you have courage, that you are not afraid of yourself, or you're not afraid to go there. Even if you've stopped yourself in the past, there's no stopping you now. You're unstoppable. And new beginnings are coming. So if you're in a relationship, maybe a new beginning could be coming, a ring could be coming. And if you're single, this could be a new beginning in your self-love journey, or it could be a new love beginning once you get that courage and you know your worth. You're not going to sell yourself short. Yeah, I like that. Once you know your worth, you'll never sell yourself short again. So that's your channel message, and people can see that you can see your worth. You're the high priestess, so you can see things for as they truly are. Now you're seeing yourself as you truly are, and you're determined, you're valiant, you are courageous, you're fabulous, and you just need to know your own worth and remind yourself when you start to forget. Yeah, because with reunion soul ties, I do feel like your passion is being reignited within yourself, but maybe someone from the past or a lover from the past for some of you could be coming back around, reigniting that flame, that passion. You could be having a reunion with someone you have soul ties with. This could be your soulmate, and this could also lead you to birth and to new heights. This could be the person who wants to worship your feet. So if it's not someone you know already, it could be someone new, but they feel familiar. Your soul is already tied to them, even if you've only just met. So you are going to experience, I'm hearing an extraterrestrial kind of love. So it's going to feel out of this world. And if it doesn't feel out of this world, then it's not for you, because you are out of this world and you are hotter than hell. And all you need to do is know your own worth, because that's the only thing that has held you back. You may regret that from the past, but your lessons have taught you, and you are older, wiser, faster, better, stronger, and even more brilliant now. So the world is your oyster. So go get him, tiger. So thank you for being here with me today, Group 2. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you have any feedbacks, any suggestions. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Personal readings are available. And if we're parting ways right now, thank you for being here, sharing your energy. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah. What makes you seductive? Let's wait and see. Let's spill the tea for group number 3. Hello and welcome, Group 3. So if you are drawn to the third card, the Witch, you are here in the right place. So you could have that magical touch about you. You could have that hypnotic quality about you. And maybe people could misunderstand you sometimes, or even be a little bit suspicious or superstitious. But people are superstitious of the supernatural. So what I'm telling you, Group 3, is that you are supernatural. And you could really have those natural vibes too. I feel like you do like makeup, you do like your aesthetic. If you're a female, of course, and if you're a masculine, you do like to dress up, you do like to express yourself with certain things, accessories, jewelry. But when it comes down to it, your personality, you keep it real, you keep it authentic, and people can say whatever they want about you, as long as they're talking about you, right? But no one could ever say that you're ingenuine, because you are a true, unique soul, and you're an old soul. So I feel like you may feel like you've been here, you've done it all before. You're wise beyond your years, and you know it. You know it. Maybe you're aware of your strengths and your weaknesses, and this is you alchemizing your own life, because you're not going to allow your emotions or your weaknesses to control you or dominate you. You are the dominator, you are the dominatrix, and you're just fully coming into your own power. Yeah. And you're realizing how magical you are and how magical you can become if you don't feel like that already. You have all the potential. You have the natural ability. Yeah, there's something very natural about you. Natural talent, natural abilities. You're gifted. You could have a divine gift from God. You are a divine gift from God. So someone could be 38 with the lizard spirit here. Dream the world into being. You are daring. You're bold. You're not afraid to dare to dream. And with the lizard spirit, you could be very vibrant when it comes to your dreams. Anything goes when it comes to your imagination, when it comes to your expression, your creativity. You don't allow even other people's judgments to hold you back. Because you are the dreamer, you are the doer, you're the creator. And, the creator is God. So I feel like you get in touch with your inner light, your inner God within yourself when you create. They also say cleanliness is next to godliness. So remember to cleanse and clear your energy, because you may have a tendency to take on a lot of people's energies. You're an empath, you're an intuitive. Sometimes those energies can stick and drain from our life source. And this is you being very protective and precious of your own life source. You may have given too much away in the past, or too much of yourself away. And this is you putting all of that magical energy back into yourself, instead of giving it to the non-believers because they don't deserve it. Oh no, they don't. If someone thinks you're too good to be true, people literally could think you're too good to be true. And for a lot of people viewing you and seeing you in this seductive way, you're like a dream come true. You're too good to be true. You could be many people's fantasies. You're the epitome. So whatever vibes you give, some people just think you are the chef's kiss. You are the epitome of their fantasy, of their fetish, of whatever it is. You fulfill people's fantasies. But they still might be a little superstitious or suspicious at the same time, because as they say, when something seems too good to be true, it usually is. So maybe some people don't believe in your natural skills or abilities, because what you can do, what you're capable of, it just seems too good to be true. And sometimes you look too hot to handle, too good to be true. So some people are like, what sort of witchcraft is this? What is group number 3? But you're a mythical creature, and not everybody gets it. Not everyone gets you. And that's okay, because you're learning to get yourself, and you know the right ones will get you. So not everyone has to. In the past, I feel like you have a karmic relationship. You could even have more than one. This could be familial relationships also. But I do feel like maybe you were in a toxic relationship and you took on someone else's bad karma, their bad luck. And if you were under a bad spell, you had a bad spell with this person and you felt like they cursed you or they jinxed you. For some, literally they could have, but for others of you, it was just this relationship that was a curse, and it was draining you of your energy, and someone made you not believe in yourself because they didn't believe in you, and they belittled you instead of building you up, instead of encouraging you. So you had to have your own rebirth. Yeah, a spiritual rebirth. Not an awakening, you were awake, but there was something that died that needed to be reborn. Yeah, maybe this relationship had to die for you to be reborn. Like a Disney villain. Yeah, maybe you're in your villain era right now, but people find that very seductive, and you're killing it. You're a villain and you is killing it. I feel like this karmic relationship, though, it caused you a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. And for some of you, maybe you still carry that pain, that hurt on your shoulders. But with the 2 of Cups, this is just confirming to me that for some people, you are their perfect match, their wish fulfillment, their dream come true. But maybe if you're single, the offers that you have, even if you are out dating, they're nothing to write home about, as you can see with the picture in the 2 of Cups. And maybe you keep swiping, but you could still be damaged from your past. And this is you not taking anything too seriously other than yourself. Because now that you're taking yourself seriously, you regret how you felt for so long, or you regret giving your power away to someone who made you feel so powerless. So with transgression 21, Aquarius could be significant. And someone could be a cat person. There's 2 cats here at her feet, of those beautiful leather boots. Someone could love leather. Leather could be your aesthetic. I'm getting black and pink. Someone could also love snake skin. And the snake, the transgression, I'm also getting Lilith vibes. So that could be significant. Maybe in this relationship, possibly someone stepped out or had a transgression. You didn't fit to someone else's narrative. Because Lilith was banished from Eden because she wouldn't submit to Adam. And she was replaced very swiftly. And she was demonized. She was the witch. She was the bitch. She was evil because she wouldn't submit. So this could be your story. And whether you're a masculine or a feminine, you could feel like someone else wanted you to suit their narrative, and by you not complying, by you not submitting, you are banished, you are demonized, and now you're free. but you still have a lot of crosses to bear, a lot of pain that still resides within you. So someone could be 21, someone could also be 23, 34 is up here also. So with romanticism, I feel like even if you're not in your most romantic era right now, even if you're in your villain era, people romanticize you because you're like that sexy villain. You're like Maleficent. I'm getting those Angelina Jolie vibes. You know, that black cat energy that people want to pet you, but they're afraid to touch you, or they're afraid that you'll give them bad luck. But other people just want to touch you and get that magic off you. They want to get your good luck. You're like a good luck charm. That's how people view you. Yeah, especially with pentagram talisman here. People do see you as a good luck charm. You're like an omen. So whether you're a good omen or a bad omen for some people, I think it depends on how they treat you. That depends on what way you come, what shape you come in, because lizards are known to shapeshift. You could be a shapeshifter, and you are daring to dream in a world that tries to tell us, or that tries to squash our dreams or manipulate our dreams. You know how to manipulate energy for the worse, but for the good also. So even if you do have magical powers, instead of just doing bad or doing evil, even if you're doing it fabulously, like that fabulous villain you are, confirmation, this is you using your magic for good, to elevate, to enlighten not only yourself, but others too. And by you achieving your dreams, by dreaming your dreams, you're inspiring others to do the same thing. So Pisces, Gemini could be significant. The moon. The moon is all about secrets and illusions. And with that secret naughty feeling, someone could be 29. But you are the ultimate temptation, the ultimate transgression. Yeah, and that's why people are superstitious of you, because you are very tempting. You bring out that secret naughty feeling in everyone because you fulfill even their deepest, darkest fantasies. And some of them are still in the dark, still in the shadows, and they want to hide there. They want to creep in those shadows. But you are not afraid of the shadows. You've been creeping in the shadows since day one. And there's nothing that could scare you. Yeah. And I feel like you do intrigue others, and people are under your spell, and they kind of reach their hand out transfixed, and you are the ultimate temptation. But some people don't want to be led into temptation. So you're not for everyone. You're certainly not for the faint-hearted. So if someone wants to have that robe on and be a monk and have their halo, well then they better not go to your house, group 3. Oh, no. Because with the high priest authority here, you are in control. You make the rules of your own life. You're not following anyone's rules. You're not submitting. You are the leader. And you're very knowledgeable. You love reading. You could love writing. For some of you, you could have a staff or a stick, and this helps you connect with the elements and connect with your natural abilities. Yeah, nature is going to help you connect or reconnect with your natural abilities. And it's like you're reading the Holy Grail or the fountain of knowledge, or you're taking a taste of the forbidden knowledge. Yeah, I'm thinking of, there is a story in Ireland, what was his name? Whatever, but the story was called The Salmon of Knowledge, and he burned himself, and he got told by his tutor. So someone could have a tutor or a spiritual leader of some sort. His tutor told him, cook this fish, but don't taste it, because his leader wanted this fish for himself because this was the salmon of knowledge. So he would know everything, the answers to all. He'd be the oracle. And he wanted his little apprentice to cook this fish for him. But when he was cooking the fish, he burned his finger. And then after he burnt the finger, to make the pain ease a little bit, he sucked his finger and boom, he had all the knowledge. He had the salmon knowledge, and his tutor was not impressed whatsoever. I'm sure he felt betrayed, and, but you should have cooked it himself, right? So yeah, it's like maybe you weren't meant to stumble upon all of this knowledge or down this road less traveled, but somehow, somewhere, something happened that caused you pain. But this pain led you to the secret knowledge, and this secret knowledge led you to invoke that power within yourself. You always had that power, but maybe you were stuck in circumstances, situations, or a relationship that made you feel powerless. But you're the magician, and the magician is all about power. So someone who was trying to make you feel powerless, it was because they were afraid of how powerful you really were. Yeah. So with feminine here, as we can see, she kind of has something on her forehead, her third eye going up into her head, her crown. So people think you're very intelligent, and they think your intelligence is very seductive, very sexy. They want to know what you know because they know you have the secret sauce. You have all the secrets in your mind. You have so much wisdom, and if you share that wisdom, if people don't understand what an honor that is, or worse, if people don't listen, you kind of learn your lesson. You know who is going to value your wisdom because you know how valuable it is, and you're not going to preach to the choir. If someone seeks, they shall find. But you're not just going to give yourself away, give your secrets away, give your wisdom away unwarranted. So someone has to deserve that or get that honor, because it's an absolute honor getting any wisdom from you because you know what you're talking about and you learned the hard way. You went through pain, but sometimes pain shapes us. And, the heat makes the diamonds, and you are a diamond, you're a gem. And the gems that you drop to people, they have to realize what value there is in your knowledge. And if they don't, well then, why give diamonds to people who are just going to try to eat them or who don't understand their worth? Yeah, give them rocks instead. Your mind is a diamond. You're very in tune, you're very intuitive. You're an oracle of knowledge. So people think you just know things, and it could creep them out, but it could also intrigue them. You're very endearing because people want the answer from you. So people who want the answer, they will seek it from you, and you've no problem sharing anything, but you're not just going to give it away, especially not to those who don't deserve it or don't appreciate it. You've learned the hard way, and now you know. And once you know, and once you see, you can't unsee. So generally you may be very guarded. You don't like to be too vulnerable with people. You could be a little bit closed off when it comes to your heart chakra. But Spirit is telling you to release that dead weight, any tension you're holding, let it go. You can be guarded without being uptight, and you can be vulnerable without having to reveal all your weaknesses. The vulnerability, people just want to relate to you, and sometimes people view you as so high above them in energy ways, even looks wise. Some people just think you're too attractive or too good for them, or too hot. Some people kind of find you unapproachable or intimidating because of this. I'm hearing a song by Hosier, Too Sweet. You're too sweet for me. But that's not how people think of you. You're not too sweet. Oh, no. You are too spooky for me, is what people think. You're too intimidating for me. You're too cool for me. You're too complicated for me. Yeah. Because you're not simple. You're not basic. You're not cookie cutter. So if you're not simple and you don't fit into people's boxes or fit neatly into their schedule, you're not going to make yourself do that. You may be a shapeshifter, but why would you waste your powers in that way? You're not wasting your powers, you're elevating your powers. You're exploiting your powers, but instead of doing bad or getting revenge on your enemies, you're doing good. You're healing yourself, you're healing the world and you're inspiring others. And you may even meet your true match, your soulmate, along the way. Or for some of you with the Two of Cups, you already have your soulmate, the high priest to your high priestess, or vice versa. You have them and they are your backup, your partner in crime. But as long as they know that you are the powerful one, the almighty powerful one, then that's okay. You won't get into any altercations about it. Once they know their place, because you're not going to submit to anyone. Maybe in the past you did, but that wasn't the real you. And the real you won't sit down and shut up. And I'm hearing you can't put baby in the corner. You can't put group 3 in the corner. You can't put a witch in the corner. And if you do, who knows what she's going to brew up. So you may have felt fragmented in your past. You may feel like there's so many different sides of you. And you know that rejection is God's protection. And you're seeing things differently. And you're protecting yourself now. And anything that is making you feel rejected, or anyone that makes you feel rejected, if people reject you, your belief systems, who you are, they don't belong in your life. It's like letting the rubbish take itself out. You do you and let others do that. And what's meant to be will manifest and will stay and will come back for some of you. Don't focus on the loss, because with magic, it's all about what you can do, what you can create, what you can make with the resources that you have. So instead of being in your lack mindset, you are in your creative, your resourceful mindset, and people see you doing the most with what you have. Even if it's the least, you're not letting that hold you back. And people just see you as the most. Even if you're simple and you're not trying to impress anyone, even on your off days, your down days, you're still the most. You're still magic as fuck, and you're still intimidating, because even at your worst, you are still the best and a cut above the rest. And never forget that, and express your powers instead of repressing them, because this is what you're here to do. This is what you're born to do. So you owe it to yourself and that beautiful soul of yours to follow where it leads you. So thank you for being here with me today, Group 3. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you have any feedback, any suggestions. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, because this beautiful feline family keeps growing and I'd like to see it continue to do so. Personal readings are available, info on the homepage. And if we're parting ways here and now, thank you for being here with me. Hope you have a blessed day. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah. You are absolutely ravishing. But wait, there's more. What are the baddest things about group number 4? Hello and welcome, Group 4. So if you are drawn to the 4th card, dark skin, you are here in the right place. So for some of you, you could have dark skin. For others of you, you could just love that dark skin and you could love the dark aesthetic. You are also not afraid of the shadow sides of life and yourself, because literally that did come up, shadow side, moon, the dark night. So the dark night doesn't scare you because you get your light from the moonlight. You harness that energy. Yeah, I feel like you're a channeler of energy and you're very sensitive and intuitive to other people's emotions. And not only can you pick up when people are genuinely happy and excited, but you can always pick up when there's something going on behind closed doors. So even if you're not a psychic medium, you give off those vibes because you're just so highly sensitive and receptive to other people's energies that you can read them like a book. Yeah, because with White Raven Spirit here, 66 could be significant. That could be an angel number for you. Trust in the magic. So people really trust you, and that's one of your most seductive traits, because you can't just trust anybody. Oh no, you can't. And sometimes even the people we think we can trust, they let us down. But you're someone who, if you love someone, if you trust someone and vice versa, you will not let them down because you are so caring and yeah, you're not afraid to be raw, to be vulnerable. But lying is like a no-go for you. So if someone lies to you, you'd see right through it anyway. But that's how you really know how to judge someone's character, is how honourable, how noble they are. And you're full of nobility, you're full of dignity. And I feel like even if people do let you down, you're learning how to take your losses, take those L's with quiet dignity, because you're not wasting your precious energy or your reactions. Yeah, your reactions are magic, and people want to take your reactions the way they want to take a lot of those good vibes from you, because there's something ethereal about you, and people kind of view you as a lure, a fantasy, and they are drawn in by your allure. And even if you are the quietly dignified kind, people want to know, how do you keep your cool? How do you remain so, unbothered, unreactive? And I feel like this is you working on that and realizing that your reactions are very valuable. You're not just going to give it to anyone, especially people who don't even deserve your time of day. Never mind any bit of your precious, sweet energy. So with addiction, unhealthy attachment, I feel like people who get a taste of you, they get addicted. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I'm hearing Dark Horse by Katy Perry. Yeah, and the rap, he says something, play around and get addicted. So I don't know what he's talking about, but once they witness and experience your magic, not only literally, but the magic that you bring to their hearts, their souls, the magic that you bring to the kitchen, the bedroom, once they get a taste, they get addicted. And that's the problem. Maybe in the past you could have had unhealthy attachments to people, things, whatever, or people could tend to cling to you like limpets, even if you're trying to shake them off, like, come on, get off. They just want to stay because you make people feel so good. But I feel like this is you taking that time to try to figure out what really makes you feel good, what sets your soul on fire. With her divine feminine, if you are feminine, people view you as not only just a regular old feminine, you are a divine feminine. And you could have a very floral aesthetic, but I feel like you just give off that natural beauty. You give off, I feel like you always smell lovely as well. You could always smell very floral or just very fresh. Yeah, you know how to make an entrance, but you don't make it all about you. As I said, you're so dignified that you don't have that audacity, that gaudiness. You're not a show-off because you don't need to be, because people notice you without you saying a word. You are quietly noticed, quietly dignified, and that is divine to other people. To them, you are just the epitome of perfection, because not only do you look great, but the way you behave is also immaculate. Yeah, so you could dress immaculately. Okay, so I forgot to cover the world. I hope YouTube didn't notice. Shh, don't tell. But with the world here, people view you as having the ability to take on the world. You've got the world in your hands, but it's up to you to know what to do with it. People who love you, when you're in their world, they view you as their world. And when you love someone, you treat them like the world. You give them the world. You're so generous and giving, and you would give the clothes off your back. But in the past, you could have been waiting around for something or someone, or you could have just been in your waiting era. But now I feel like your mind is changing and you're thinking, instead of waiting, I'm not going to hold my breath. The only person you are going to take that time to wait for is you, because you know that once you make that entrance, you are going to be jaw-dropping, dazzling. But you like to take your time. You don't want to be rushed. If you were waiting around for someone who promised you the world, and that world went to Helsinki, Tokyo, New York, London, everywhere other than where it was supposed to go, to you, well then this is you realizing that, well, I can travel the world, I can give myself the world, and I can take on the world, take over the world if I want to, if you're so inclined. You don't need to wait for anyone to give it to you, because you can go and get it yourself. So this is you being independent. And people think that that is very seductive about you. You're not waiting for someone else to give you the prize, because you already have the prize, because you are the prize. So with confidence in the power of healing, number 7, Virgo could be significant. Oh, and she's also naked. So with number 7, confidence in the power of healing, Virgo could be significant. I just had to cover her there because I realized she was also naked. So I feel like when you're naked, you're irresistible. Once those clothes are off and that guard is down, well then you ain't playing and you get what you want. You always get the prize because you're the prize. So you attract likewise. Trust in the magic, the White Raven Spirit says. So once you're viewing yourself in that same light and you actually believe it, people can't help but believe in you. It's impossible for them not to, because it's impossible for you not to. Do you get me? So you're manipulating how people view you by viewing yourself differently, and just viewing yourself in all of your honor, giving yourself that grace that you deserve. Yeah, I'm getting Grace Jones vibes. So someone could love Grace Jones. Grace Jones is very bold, very seductive, very sexy, and she's very talented, very creative, but she's not afraid to express. Even if that looks weird to others or other people just don't get it, that's fine, because she's doing it for her. She's in her power, so she's not going to allow even people who don't like that to take that power away from her. Yeah, so this is you being alternative, doing your thing. You don't have to follow the crowd, but no matter what you do, it's mesmerizing, so people can't stop looking at you. With reaching outward, I feel like this is you giving your gifts to the world. You are a giver, but you know not to give to takers. Maybe in the past you felt like love, or someone tried to block you or lock you away, and you know that love is supposed to be freeing instead of restrictive. So this is you not being anyone's damsel in distress. And even if you are a masculine on your white horse waiting to rescue your princess, this damsel in distress, she could have her handkerchief out, but you just want to show your nobility. You want to show how serious you are. You're not here to play games or to be joking around, because if someone treats you like a joke, maybe in the past you haven't, but now you will leave them like it's funny. You're giving your healing powers out to the world, but first you're putting that healing into yourself, because whatever it was you had to heal from, you know that you may have that addictive quality to others, but you could also have an addictive personality yourself. So this is you becoming addicted to your growth, addicted to your progress, addicted to gratitude. Yeah, you're becoming addicted to gratitude. And that gratitude all goes back to you. You are the source, and you're realizing how important and how powerful that really is, and that you really are. Because with Aradia magic, with a K, we've got magic twice with the White Raven Spirit. So for some of you, a crow could be your familiar, a raven, whether it's black, whether it's white. I feel like they are very magical animals, of course, and you connect with them in a way that other people don't. So maybe you could actually make a little friend with a crow, with a raven, because they do say once you are friends with one, they're a very loyal friend. So you're a very loyal friend. You're like a crow. You're not like a magpie who just sees shiny things and takes them. I want that. No, you're a crow. You create your own magic. You don't steal other people's shine or glitter. You shine all by your damn self. Oh yes, you do. And the ones that don't appreciate you, they don't really understand how magic you are and how loyal and noble and genuine you are. Yeah, because crows are very noble and loyal friends. So I do hope one day I can make myself a little crow friend, a little raven friend. So maybe you can too. And they could just be naturally drawn to you. So you just have that touch. You've got that magic touch. And sometimes you can't put it into words. It's just a vibe. It's just a feeling. And you give people that magical, comforting vibes. And people are attracted to you. Animals, children, lovers, friends. You're just like a magnet. But you're being very definitive and you're deciphering what it is you want to attract. Because with crystals intensification, you could even be getting crystals to help you with your manifestation. So for example, if you want to manifest courage or something, you could get tiger's eye. You want to manifest love, you could get rose quartz. Even psychic abilities, a little bit of amethyst. We do have some amethyst here beside your card. So yeah, you are very psychic. You have psychic abilities and you are just intensifying your natural abilities, your natural skills. It just comes naturally to you. And that's what people love about you. With the renewal, the spark, you ignite the spark in other people. So you can tell when someone's not feeling their best self and you give them that little light, that little kick up the arse, that gentle nudge. And you do it gently. You don't push people off the edge. You just encourage them to get back up. You're people's biggest fan, biggest support. You're a true friend. And everything you do comes from your genuine heart and soul. With temptation, 13 could be someone's lucky number. Libra could be significant. Also Leo and Capricorn. But with temptation here, I feel like there could be people who view you as their ultimate temptation. This could be people who are already married or in relationships or have families. They're looking at your basket of cherries and they're looking at how attractive you are because you represent all things free. So people who aren't free, people who feel a little bit trapped, restricted, they view you as the epitome. You are the ultimate temptation. You represent freedom. You represent divine feminine or masculine energy. You are so addictive that even when they know they shouldn't want to, they do. So for some of you, you could attract people who are already taken, or for others of you, it could be something that has come up in your life journey is, temptation, and whether you get led or not into temptation and delivered from evil. Yeah, but magic is about delivering yourself from evil. You're not waiting for anyone else to do that. If you've got bad juju, bad vibes, then you can create better vibes for yourself. And sometimes the people by our side, especially lovers, they can transfer their bad karma, their bad vibes to us. So this is you. Yeah, because we do have justice coming up twice. So if you feel like a lover is treating you like an option or giving you bad vibes, you're balancing out those scales and you're tipping them off those scales. I said you're not a pusher, but sometimes when push comes to shove, if it comes between you and them, choose you. Yeah, but I feel like you just need to have that confidence within yourself. And instead of looking outwards or reaching outwards for other people to save you, to heal you, you're reaching inwards. You're saving yourself and you're healing yourself. Yeah, you're the one that's saving yourself from temptation. So even if you do have temptation there, you could be the temptation, the forbidden fruit to other people. Or this could be you trying to resist the temptation. But you realize that you are delivering yourself. And if you've been waiting for something or someone else to validate how magic you are, how intriguing you are, how intense you are, once you have a goal, you go all out for that goal. Once you have people in your life that you love, you go all out for them. You are loyal as fuck. People trust you. And yeah, for some of you, they could view you as very ethereal, I did say. For some of you, it could be oriental. Others of you, you could have dark skin. But there's something very exotic about you. And that touch of magic that you have, those little drops of magic you put in that tea, that just brings it up to the next level. So people view you as next level. And this is why you are the fantasy, the epitome to some people, because you represent everything they can't have. But with this healing energy you possess, you're showing people we can have whatever we want. It's the things that need to be healed within us that put us in these lack mindsets, that push us into these lack mindsets. Yeah. So I did say you were like a magnet. It's like a push and pull. So people may be drawn to you, but this could be you repelling away people who don't appreciate you or all of your different sides. I feel like some people could judge you before they, rever you, before they applaud you. You can applaud yourself. You can give yourself those flowers. And you are protecting yourself with the crystals here. It's like a circle. So any hate or evil eye that's thrown at you, you are protecting yourself, protecting that energy, and you're elevating your energy. And you are becoming a more magical version of you with every passing day. I feel like you are going to heal the world once you realize that the world is within you. And once you heal your inner world, you can heal the outer world. And temptation will always come up, but you are protected. So you are going to deliver yourself from evil and any unhealthy attachments or even entities, interferences that are getting in your way. You're doing God's work, and it's not going to come without its trials, tribulations, consequences. But you're looking at the bigger picture, the bigger goal, the whole world. Because you don't just think about yourself. You're not self-orientated or selfish in the slightest. But you know that going inwards is going to help heal the world. So you need to just fully fine-tune and be in tune with yourself before you show everybody else these magical powers. You just need to do a little bit of practice and self-love and even self-love spells. But you are going to help heal the world. And anyone who comes into contact with you, they're under your spell. And they know that it's real because you make people feel. And the way you make people feel, it's so, so real. So even if they see you as too good to be true, they can't deny how you make them feel. And that is the most important thing. And even after you pass from this world, that's what people are going to remember most about you and say was most beautiful and even seductive about you. That you made people feel in a way that they haven't felt before. Because it takes someone special and someone pretty magic to bring that out. And that's you, Group 4. You're one of a kind. And never forget that. So thank you for being here with me today. Please let me know down below if you enjoyed this, if you resonated, if you have any feedback or suggestions. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Feline family. Personal readings are also available. And if we're parting ways right here, right now, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah.